Denyo wada dang dang and go denyo ho wada dang dang. This is the voice of the patriot where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the patriot. And the very first story we are looking at today is taken from My Joy Online, and it says it's a sad story. Deadly Doses 2. Psychiatrist narrates how a class 3 boy became a drug addict. A psychiatrist, Dr. Ruth Owusu-Antwi, has revealed that her youngest patient treated for substance abuse at her facility began using drugs whilst in primary 3, highlighting the growing threat of drug addiction amongst children in Ghana. Now, speaking to Joy News on the hotline documentary Deadly Doses 2, Ghana's growing drug crisis, Dr. Owusu-Antwi said the case demonstrates how early exposure to drugs can quickly develop into addiction. According to her, the young boy became addicted after repeatedly watching older people smoke near his school. The youngest patient started using drugs. In fact, he was recently on the ward. He started using drugs at class 3. That's primary 3. Dr. Owusu-Antwi explained that the child would often see older people hiding behind his classroom to smoke. After they left, he would collect what remained and use it himself out of curiosity. He would look at older people come and hide behind the classroom and smoke. And out of curiosity, when they had left, he'd go and pick the pieces, gather, and also smoke, she recounted. Now, according to the psychiatrist, what began as curiosity soon turned into addiction because of the effect the drugs had on the child. He became hooked to it. He became happy with the effect it gave him. She said the child continued using the drug one piece at a time until he eventually required psychiatric treatment. We saw him on the ward when he was around 13 years old. We discharged him, I think, a week ago. But he started at primary 3. Dr. Owusu-Antwi said the case reflects a worrying trend in Ghana's growing substance abuse crisis, where children and young people are becoming exposed to drugs at increasingly younger ages. So this is the story of a class 3 boy who decided to be discharged but has to go back to the same class 3. My brother, it brings tears into my eyes as a father myself. What we fail to understand is that children do not only go to school to study what they are taught, they also learn by looking at us do things that we do. My father used to smoke before he quit it. He used to drink before he finally quit it. But I never saw him smoke in front of me or drink in front of me as a little child. My brother, my sister, but I saw many other adults smoking around me as a child. May I just say this before I move forward? Parents are the first mentors of their children. Every child looks up to the father and the mother as their heroes. They are very first heroes before they are even told of Kwame Nkrumah, before they are told about Marcus Garvey, before they are told of any other heroes. Every child believes that his father, his mother must be the heroes in their lives. That is why when every child is in trouble, they call out to mama, papa, and not even to God. The first hero of every child is the parent. So when parents flagrantly smoke, drink, and use things or engage in habits that are meant for adults with discretion, they have failed. Yes, they have failed their children. My brother, my sister, I see some parents even dress up in front of their little children, male and female. I see a mother strip naked in front of her little child, putting it in mind that, oh, this is only a child. I disagree. My brother, my sister, they learn so fast. My brother, today, as old as I am at 51, I still remember clearly what happened to me when I was 3 years. Some of the things, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. I still remember who maltreated me at the age of 5. I remember who spoke so carelessly to me at the age of 5. I remember who beat me up at the age of 4. I remember who I feared so much because of their hot temper, even at the age of 4. Close to 50 years after that, I still remember these things. How many of us are risking this, thinking that these are just little children and therefore they don't remember after this? Children learn so early. A woman strips naked before her child, dressing up. The child will strip naked in front of child molesters, thinking there is nothing wrong with it. My brother, my sister, are we all of a sudden losing it as parents? How can a class 3 child be engaged in this habit of smoking? I don't care what this child smoked. It could be whatever it is, smoking in general, in class 3. It hurts. The other day I took a walk to the beach area. I'm not going to say which beach, but right here in Accra. My brother, my sister, and I saw something so worrying. Right now, a lot of tourists are interested in little children, both male and female. These tourists are called pedophiles, and the act is called pedophilia. My brother, my sister, they travel outside their countries and find themselves in this country and other countries. And they are looking for the 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, and 10-year-olds. My brother, my sister, they engage in sexual affairs with these ones. The men sodomize the little boys. My brother, my sister, and this can be explained. We are failing in our parenting. What are we telling our children about accepting gifts? In my days, My mother told me, anybody who gave you a gift, don't take it. And if you know them, take it and come and show to us before you even start to use it. So anytime we had a gift, be it monetary or non-monetary, the first point of contact was not the achomo joint or the alewa joint. It was straight to mama. Oh, uncle, this gave me this. And you know what? Mama would pull your hand straight to uncle, whoever, and say, thank you, right in front of the uncle. This is responsible parenting. Any child who came home with something new that cannot be explained is punished and is forced to show the source of that thing. Today we don't do that. I have seen parents who push their little daughters to rich men. I've experienced that time and again. You go to the beaches, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds are using drugs. They are victims of pedophilia. Yet at the airport in Ghana, it is clear that everybody is welcome to Ghana except pedophiles and other such criminals. It is there. My brother, my sister, go to some of these our golf courses. I'm not going to mention any specific one. They have become the hub of homosexuality. Little children now know, hungry children now know that when they go to these golf courses, irresponsible adults will give them something small so that they will harvest them sexually. It pains, my brother. If you are a smoker, please respect your family. Smoke in the bush. Smoke in the toilet. Smoke at places that you will not risk the life of other people. Secondary smokers are also at risk. You know what that is? I am not a smoker, but I'm sitting by somebody who is smoking. I am risking my life. My brother, my sister, right now children are so much exposed to pornography. A lot of parents just give their children unfettered access to the internet. Sometimes they give them their phones when they are crying, and then they put that on the children's channel. And they are watching, baby sharp do 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 do, baby sharp do 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 do, baba black sheep, baba black sheep. Before you realize the children are scrolling, they now know how to skip adverts. They know how to scroll. Who can tell where their fingers would touch? And all of a sudden, a Kama Sutra class is being taught. My brother, my sister, even in church, a lot of us still read our Bibles on the phone. Whilst we are reading, adverts are coming in. Who knows? The next thing, a TikToker is being exposed doing something untoward. Are we failing with our parenting? Are we telling our children what they should know? Are we telling them that nobody should touch this and touch that and touch that? Are we teaching them not to accept gifts? First and foremost, are we making sure that they are satisfied? You cannot tell a hungry child not to eat. Whoever feeds them because of the hunger you have unleashed on them, my brother, my sister, would end up taking advantage of them. I can tell you point blank that children are being taken advantage of. And I've interviewed some of them in the past. I have seen 11-year-olds tell me how foreigners come into the country. I don't want to mention countries. Foreigners, my brother, my sister, from Europe and some other such places. When they come, they have agents who supply them with such little children, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds. Only God knows what kind of diseases they are giving to them. After using these little girls and little boys, when they leave, do they continue in that or not? Right now, prostitution has become the order of the day. Yes, there's something they call hookup. All you need is a phone. People are ready to hook you up with as many pretty ladies as possible. All kinds of curves. Those who look like trapezium. Those who look like rectangles. Those who look like circles. Any kind of woman you want, you can be hooked up to. My brother, my sister. And if you look at how much they take, it's not worth the risk. It hurts me that our little children will end up like this. Some of them come, whatever consequences meted out to them. Some may die. Are you a responsible parent? Do you keep your children hungry? Do they eat from other people's pots? Are you the kind of parent whose child would come home and say, this person inserted the finger here, this person did this, and they say, shut up? Are you the kind of parent? These children are giving birth to children. 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds are already carrying babies. How can a child take care of a child? You are both struggling to eat and be taught. Children are giving birth to children. And it hurts me. There are a lot of things I cannot say on radio. But to suffice it, my brother, my sister, let us be responsible parents. In my days, even when my libido was as high as hell, I made sure that I didn't touch them unless they were 18 and over. If you are not, no, you don't have a license into my privacy. I will buy you sweets and ask you to go home to father and mama. I'm not moralizing it on anybody. But what kind of libido do you have that would be unleashed on little children? Are you okay? Are you okay? I leave it here. Now the next thing I would like to look at is taken from Ghana Web, and it's quite interesting. It says, I messed up. Ajua Pretty kneels to apologize to her husband on the Delay Show. And I read, now the Delay Show, it's hosted by Dolores Frimpong Manson. Yes, was the scene of this thing. TikToker Ajua Pretty publicly apologized to her husband, Dr. Drill, on the Delay Show, kneeling before him and asking for forgiveness over remarks she made in a leaked audio recording. Now, the emotional moment came after Dr. Drill defended his wife over the leaked recording, insisting that although he was hurt by the insults directed at him, he believed they were made out of anger and did not reflect how she truly felt about him. Kneeling before her husband during the interview, Ajua Pretty admitted she had erred and pleaded for forgiveness. I messed up, forgive me. It will never happen again, she said. Dr. Drill accepted the apology, having earlier maintained that he had forgiven his wife despite the controversy surrounding the leaked recording, which captured her insulting him during what she believed was a private conversation with her then best friend, Ajua Payola. Abena Payola, I beg your pardon. Host Dolores Frimpong Manson, popularly known as Delay, used the opportunity to advise Ajua Pretty to cherish her marriage, describe Dr. Drill as a supportive husband, and caution her against allowing social media and outside influences to destroy their relationships.
Matam Sanga. Yabo! Yabo!
My brother, my sister, social media all of a sudden has turned people into some crazy human beings. Today, when you go to the courthouses, we have about 1 million phones all flashed out. Bloggers have increased, both professional and unprofessional. Those who don't even have a clue are all flashing out their phones. Right now, there is no privacy anywhere. Phones are being flashed out. The other day, I was at the airport. I was traveling to Tamale. Before I realized, somebody was calling me from the back. Oh, black. When I turned, his phone was already on. What do you think about the Black Stars coach? You blah, 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 blah. My brother, you didn't ask my permission. You just started videotaping me from the back. You called my attention all of a sudden, and your phone is already in my face. You are asking me for a sensitive piece of information. If I walk away, it's going to come out that Black Rasta is arrogant. Look at how we supported you guys. You have reached there. You are so rich. You own a private jet. You have a house sitting on top of a certain island. Musi a man to fremo. Because you have reached there, right? That's how they're going to put it. That's going to be the narrative. My brother, my sister, whether I wanted to talk or not, I had to just be emotionally mature. I said, my brother, this thing that you are asking of me, if I mean to explain it, it's going to take me 2 hours because I need to give you facts and figures. And as you can see, I don't have the 2 hours. I'm running to catch a flight. But to give you a quick response, whatever decision we want to take, let's look at Ghana first. And I walked away. He probably wanted more than that. My brother, my sister, right now, people make money by breaching other people's privacies. By the kind courtesy of YouTube and generally social media. Everybody is now a blogger. It's not bad. People are bringing information. Some have the following, some don't. Some have a cheap way of making followers. You know what they do? It's just a matter of putting out their nakedness there. Like recently, it happened in Kumasi. A certain DJ and a certain TikToker decided to do an Azigi video at Opa. People started asking me, oh, Black Rasta, you're not making any comments on this. I said, what is it? I haven't seen anything. I had to go into it, and when I saw it, oh my God. Listen, we are gradually becoming the porn hub of the world. And mark my words. Please, forget that I am whoever I am. Take me as an ordinary Ghanaian who is still struggling to eat food. I am telling you, you don't need a prophet to tell you this. Ghana is gradually becoming the porn hub of the world. Pedophiles are here. Right now, when people are on vacation, they don't go to China anymore. They come to Ghana to have sex with little children. They say sex in Ghana is so cheap. All you need is a white skin and 2 lines of English language. Follow me. I show you where I live. That's it. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. As long as you have a white skin, you could be Russian. Just learn 2 lines of English. You are beautiful. Follow me home. That's it. She follows you. On her way to the house, she will, yes, I would like to meet this man and shake his hand. Yes, I would like to meet this man and shake his hand. And if he has time, I'll take him to the vegetarian restaurant and sit with him so we can eat some mushrooms together. Hey, He said, you know what? Yes, this is my wife in the video. These are the words of my wife. But the wife that I know, one, will not be able to stand before me and utter these words out of respect. Number two, my wife that I know said these things out of anger. And thirdly, this my wife that I know, even though mention these words, she does not mean any one of them. She said all this ebufunti. She was angry. Jesus, what a man. I'm putting myself in his shoes. If my wife is caught on video, black rasta, when he say a black rasta, or no, and unprintable words that I can't repeat. Probably when I get home, out of anger, I will sit there and say, you know what, sweetheart, we have had a very beautiful journey from this time all the way through several years. But I think this is the end of the road. Are you the one in this video? Oh, yes. Did you say this? Oh, yes. I think that I've had enough. It's over. Maybe that's how I would have behaved. But the man here says, this is my wife. She said this, but she said it out of anger. She doesn't mean a word of what she said. And it was even supposed to be a private conversation. So the enemy who decided to make it public wanted to see us break apart. No, the enemy has failed. That's it. How many of us will do this? How many of our employees would even do this? Our employers will do this. You sit somewhere and insult your employer, then the video comes out. Employer looks at it and says, oh, as for Black Rasta, I know him, he's so hardworking. He said this out of anger. Let me call him and rather apologize to him, even though I'm hurt. How many people would do that? But this man did it. So let's just look at the situation where the woman is even caught in bed with another man. If DJ ABAAN today finds out that his friend, the wife, was caught in bed with another man, and the friend comes to DJ ABAAN to say, hey DJ, my friend, I want your advice. A video has come out with my wife with another man in bed doing things. ABAAN would say, did you really see it? Say, yes. We don't know any. ABAAN looks and says, maybe it's me. Say, maybe it's, oh, no, I don't think dabi. ABAAN minya den. What is ABAAN going to say? Would ABAAN say if I channel and afa manyame? No. So we bet my say the end. Janu kwai boko manunko. That is what a lot of men are going to say. But with this man here, the way he's behaving, I am sure he would, even if he caught the man and the woman doing doggy style, he will slap the buttocks of the man and say, hey, Jai, Ade, Oyoire, stay away, and would ask the wife to dress up, let's go home. He would take his wife back home and say, oh, sweetie, nothing. What we do, are you not satisfied with it? What happened? How many men would have the patience? They would rather pull out their phones to record. Macho, say macho, umami bete, upapa bete, hey, or buy drama and for. That's what they would say. In these times, we are the most corrupt, yet the least forgiving. Jesus, say it again. I said, in these times, we are the most corrupt, yet the least forgiving. ABAAN is telling his friend to sack his wife. He has 20 other girlfriends. So his friend, that is angry that his wife has slept with another man has 50 girlfriends. So that's why Jesus Christ said, he who is without sin, let him cast the first stone. Hallelujah. We are the most corrupt, yet the least forgiven. My brother, think about it. I really admire this man. I really admire this man. There are some foolish women, once they have been forgiven like this, oh, it is a visa to do more. There are some foolish men, once their wives forgive them, they go out whilst they are drinking with their friends. Oh, me you crowd chimia. Say one say, you know, obeka me say, mami nyebium. That is foolishness. Remember, you are risking the life of your partner. Think about it, oh. Think about it very, very, very deeply. And now it is even difficult to find men. Remember why Dean, whether you like it or not, that is why BBL has increased. Obabia pesoye BBL. Because competition no bar. They want to flatten their stomachs. They drink concoctions. They go hungry so that they will have a flat belly. Competition no dorsum. The Bible said it, that a time will come when men shall be rushed by women, even married women. They will run after them and say, marry us. Two sisters, they both want to marry one man. Remember why a ding? You know why? Because of lesbianism and gayism. Behumbe kantinka si on pe oba. Ono de I can't say what he wants. Let's think about this deeply. A lot of men are engaged in so much hustling. They die on the hustle field. And it's a bema ekwa bonting and comes back with something home. Oba yinaye kakrawate. Uyirsuya bibi kakra. That is worth applauding. Don't hold it back. Honey, thank you. I am telling you. Or else be ready for more divorce. The men are difficult to find. The women are running to the church, praying and fasting to get men. Then you start to treat him like this. It's not an excuse for a man to misbehave. But today, as it stands, men are more marketable than women, whether you like it or not. You know how many pretty ladies I see out there? And do you know that they are all looking for men? These days, they don't even discriminate whether you are married or not. They still want you. They don't discriminate whether you have a beard or not. They want you. They don't discriminate whether you have a pot belly or not. No, sir. They don't discriminate whether you have money in your pocket or not. You understand that? I'm going to leave it here. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. And it is time for us to open our eyes and be more attentive, especially in these days of social media. Cameras are being flashed all over the place, knowingly or unknowingly. Let's look at it carefully, or else, it will be a terrible time for all of us. Think about it, my brother. And which way it's been the voice of the patriot. Now, before the onset of the alarm clock, the African black cock was our most trusted alarm clock. It will crow at the right time, not 1 minute late, not 1 second early. Waking up not only the master or the mistress who fed it, but the rest of the community to be up and doing. Oh, yes. Remember when we used to tell each other, early in the morning, tomorrow when we hear the crow of the African black cock, you must know it's me, myself, and I. Saying thank you for everything you've done for me today and, of course, previously. Yet when the festivities came, we were so much in a hurry to dehumanize the African black cock. What did we do? We assassinated it and served its corpse on our plates, which we proudly called food. This is the African history class with a big fat, thick, tall, standing erect and very hairy every morning like the cedar of Lebanon, surrounded by the beautiful blue blistering pinnacles of lapis lazuli. The African proverb of the day. I remember today is the 27th day of July, Monday. Yes, it's been 208 days since the year began on the Gregorian calendar. We are left with 157 days more to the end of the year. This is the 31st week of the year and the 31st Monday of the year. My brother, my sister, today is International Safe Places to Work Day. Is your workplace safe? Are you working in a safe environment? This is time for employees and employers to look at this very seriously. Today is also Cross-Atlantic Communication Day. Now, the Cross-Atlantic Communication Day celebrates the moment when laying a wire under the ocean has connected two far-flung shores. What once took weeks now shrank to minutes. People learned that messages no longer needed ships or storms to cross oceans. Remember, a few years back, it was said that MTN was facing troubles because of some cables that were laid in the sea. You remember? This is what we're talking about today. Cross-Atlantic Communication Day is today. Now, the simple strand of copper reshaped industries helped global ties grow and open the path to the technologies we rely on today. Today is Cross-Atlantic Communication Day, and this is our African proverb of the day. Now it is an Akan proverb, and it says, as I quote, Akuka oben onina owi abebe sre. Akuka oben oni echese ne mame. Akuka oben ni oni. Akuka oben oni na owi abebe sre. You know Abebe, the Sreno. My brother, my sister.
Abebe is grasshopper.
Abebe is grasshopper, you know that, right? Abebe. Akukwa oben oni no we Abebe sre. It simply means the chick that is close to the mother is the one that eats the thigh of the grasshopper, which is the juiciest. And you can see the chick and the beautiful mother. Once you are close, you would enjoy the thigh of the grasshopper, which is the meal. Now, what is the meaning of this? Children who get close to the elderly benefit from their wisdom. Again, the child who obeys the parents gets the goodies. The proverb tells us to obey and have a good relationship with the elderly, especially our parents, our first heroes. It is also emphatic upon us to get closer to people who are influential, wise, and helpful. We can only identify these people from the wisdom that we get from our journey with our parents. who are our first heroes. Remember, today we're talking about our first heroes, how parenting is failing us or seems to be failing us. My brother, my sister, this is a proverb that is supposed to buttress that. Remember, I didn't say butterize, to buttress that. Think about it carefully. Think about it. Get closer to the pot of wisdom. You will not only drink from it, you would also embrace it. This is the African proverb of the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Papa Jay, and I'm a regular student of the African history class. I love the African
Black Rasta. Now, today, several years ago, African people put themselves on the map of history. This is what is referred to as today in African history. Now, today in 1847, after departing New York port, in 1820, the first group of freed blacks landed first in Shebro Island in Sierra Leone and later moved on to Bushrod Island in what is today Monrovia and established a state. By 1847, the country declared its independence, and today in 1919, Nkrumah was only 10 years old. The tragic drowning death of black teenager named Eugene Williams on a segregated Chicago beach sparked the Chicago Race Riot of 1919, one of the worst violent episodes of the Red Summer. And this was a very sad incident. In fact, he was actually tied with a stone so that the body would not come up. A fisherman went there and saw worms already coming out of the body. Very sad. Very, very sad. We'll take time and look at this story one more time. Today in 1990, the Jamaat al-Muslimin attempted a coup d'etat in Trinidad and Tobago. Today in 1997, about 50 people were killed in the Zirok massacre in Algeria. This is the African history class. Now today we're taking you all the way into the shadows of Africa. Oh my God. And I'm taking you all the way, my brother, my sister, to Nigeria, amongst the Igbo people and the Yoruba people. This is done. But today we're going to concentrate on the Yoruba version. It's called the chopping of the shadow. The chopping. C-H-O-P-P-I-N-G. The chopping of the shadow, or stealing a soul amongst the Yorubas in Nigeria. It is a superstition that is deeply rooted amongst the Yorubas. Now, in traditional Yoruba spiritual warfare, a person's shadow is not seen as a simple optical illusion caused by blocked light. As science tells us, it is viewed as a vulnerable physical extension of their actual soul, which in Yoruba is simply called Emi, E-M-I. My brother, my sister, amongst the Yoruba people, your shadow is not just an obstruction or a blockade of the light source. No. Spiritually, it is you. And look at what they do with the shadow. Now, it is strictly believed that an enemy or a powerful practitioner of dark magic can physically harm you by attacking your shadow. If someone steps on your shadow aggressively, or worse, if they use a machete or knife to physically chop at the shadow of your head, or on the ground while cursing you, or any other part of your body while cursing you, it is believed your real body would instantly suffer a massive stroke. You can go blind depending on whether these people use sharp objects on your head that contains your eyes, or experience sudden organ failure within 24 hours. Because of this, traditionalists are highly protective of where they stand on sunny days. Even in Ghana, in northern Ghana, it is believed that a witch can easily fetch sand around your shadow or where your shadow is cast. And once they fetch the sand, they can manipulate it, invite your spirit or your soul, which is called Kurwa in Hausa, Kuruanka. And then they can manipulate that and kill you. So in the northern region of Ghana, you don't step on people's shadows by heart. And when people are standing, they make sure that their shadows are not in other people's ways, depending on which ethnic group it is. Amongst the Yorubas, if somebody hurts you, you only have to wait until the sun comes up, look for their shadow, and then pick a machete or any sharp object, and then attack the shadow on the ground whilst invoking curses. Within 24 hours, something would happen to them. If you aim at their waist, their groin area, your guess is as good as mine. Within 24 hours, they will go impotent. If you hit their head, within 24 hours, something would happen. My brother, my sister, this is the belief of the Yoruba people in our African history class, looking at some of the strange beliefs of Africa.
Luca Production.